Hello viewers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case it's your first time you're watching this, I'm Esfon Ochengo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today our video is about the green card, which otherwise is known as the green card lottery, which started on 4th October of this month, 2023. It's gonna run up to next month on 7th October 2023, and it's known as DV Rotary 2025. So today we are gonna talk about this and know about the requirements which are needed for you to apply for the green card and which ways to go. So before I proceed on, I'm gonna ask you please to subscribe to my YouTube channel to make sure that whenever I upload my videos you don't miss them, because on this channel we do traveling content. We tour places around this Kenya, and soon we are gonna go international, so please consider subscribing, hit that bell to make sure that you don't miss any of my updates. And since this channel is for traveling, I thought like it's good if I let you know like about this electronic diversity visa, which is non-DV Rotary. So because some of my friends have been asking me like, since when is this thing? So I thought like, why not? Why can't I do the video about it? Because I want to be able to every now and then, whenever I come across somebody, he or she asks me like, when is the visa or the DV is expiring, or when did it start? So I thought like, if I do this video, many of my friends, many of my subscribers will have to know about this, and they try their luck, because me myself I've been trying, even if I haven't been so lucky to win the DV, but it's good if I let my subscribers and people all over the world to know like this thing is ongoing, so that they apply and try their best, because so many people wish like they want to migrate to the other countries, especially the United States. So this is the chance of you people to migrate to the US in an easy way by applying through the DV Rotary. So today we are gonna tackle the questions like, what are the requirements for you to enter the DV Rotary 2025? And most people might want to ask me like, why is it ahead? Why is it 2025, not even 2024 or 2023? So it's because, as per my knowledge, is because the results of this DV 2025, of course last year was DV 2024, which I think most of the people who won are ongoing with their medicals and interviews. So it means like they will start migrating to the US after their successful completion of the process on 2024. So that being said, this means like, since also we are applying on this year 2023, it means after the results are out on May next year 2024, the processing of visas, interviews, preparing for medicals, and after the successful completion, for those who are going to win to successfully complete the process and be able to obtain the green cards, will start migrating to the US around the January of 2025. So without going afar, so we're gonna start like, what are the requirements of you to enter into the DV Rotary of 2025? First, let's check and see what are the requirements for you to enter the DV Rotary 2025. So what are the requirements for you to enter the DV Rotary 2025? So, as per the official website of the DV Rotary, it says like the US immigration law and regulations require that every DV entrant must have at least a high school education or its equivalent. A high school education, that means the first requirement is you must have a high school education, or at least it is equivalent. The equivalent is or it's equivalent. Okay, it's equivalent, which means you must have at least a high school certificate, or at least you must have completed a high school education, or have 2 years work experience. So it means you must have a high school certificates, or have 2 years of work experience within the past 5 years in an occupation that requires at least 2 years of training or experience. What does this mean? It means that if you don't have a high school certificate, maybe you didn't manage to go to the high school, at least you have a work experience, and work experience which you must have trained on it at least for 2 years, you know, like masonry or plumbing or something, a course which you must have trained for at least 2 years, and you have been working at that course or with that experience which you have obtained or you had obtained from maybe plumbing or masonry. For at least you must have been working there within 5 years. For the past 5 years, you must have been working on that course which you trained on, if you didn't manage to have a high school education. So that's experience of 2 years. You must have an experience, working experience of at least 2 years within that field where you are trained. That's why it says that you have 2 years of work experience. You must have worked with at least for 2 years within the past 5 years in an occupation that requires at least 2 years of experience. So note that the DV Rotary first requires you at least to have a high school. You must have completed high school, or at least you have a working experience of 2 years. That requires at least 2 years of training experience. So that's the first requirement which you need for you to enter the DV Rotary of 2025. That's the first requirement. Note that. Second, people may ask like, what are the age limit of people who will qualify to apply for electronic diversity visa? So the minimum age is 18 years. So mostly several people can apply, but you see the education qualification will disqualify so many people, because people under the age of 18 will not qualify because maybe they do not have a high school certificate or a work experience of at least 2 years. So that one can disqualify so many people, because they may not be eligible to enter because they could have not attained the requirements which are needed. So the age is as from 18, because in our country like Kenya now, most people by the age of 18, maybe the time when you will find like they have completed the high school and they are in the process, or others maybe they might have not have completed the high school education, so that's when they are almost finishing. So that one will maybe limit so many people from entering. So from there, that's what is there a minimum, like somebody here was asking, is there a minimum age to apply for the electronic diversity visa program? There's no age to apply, that's what they are saying. But the requirement of high school education or work experience for each principal applicant at the time of application will effectively disqualify most people or persons who are under age 18. So there is no age limit. But now, the education, high school education or work experience for each principal is the one which will disqualify most people who are under the age of 18. That's why I was saying like by the time of 18 years, most people would be like they have completed high school, maybe they are eligible to apply. But now, since there is no age limit, you can apply, but now as a principal applicant, but now the high school education level is the thing which is most likely to disqualify so many people. So we go on to the next. So for you to enter the electronic diversity visa program for 2025, first you need a passport size photo, and you must know that for you to enter the electronic diversity visa or the DV lottery, the photo is a very important thing during your application. And these are the requirements needed for you to enter electronic visa lottery or DV lottery for 2025. So first, your passport photo should be colored, so it's not be black and white. And requirement 2, it will be the size of 600 by 600 megapixels, and remember it's a mandatory that it should be 600 by 600, nothing less, nothing more. Otherwise, that will lead to a disqualification if you produce another size. That's not 600 by 600. And the photo also must have been taken, or the photo, you must have taken it within 6 months. It should not exceed 6 months. Like now you are like, now I'm late and I don't have a photo with me of 600 by 600, and I think they cannot even not know. Those people, all the machines have the way to detect like this photo was taken much earlier, or it's more than 6 months old. So they'll be able to detect that and you will be disqualified immediately. So the other thing is, it should be taken on front of a plain white surface or a plain white background. So the background right here should be plain white, no writings behind or anything. So it should be totally white and be very plain white. So And the other requirement is taken in full face view, directly facing the camera. So your face should face the camera direct, like I am facing now. It should not be like this or another way. So it should be straight, facing the camera. And with a neutral facial expression, both eyes open. So you should not take your photo like your eyes are closed or you are just blinking an eye. It should be taken, your face should be clear, and you should be facing the camera direct. So, and should be taken in clothing that you normally wear. So you should not be like, now I'm a government personnel and you just come and wear your combat clothes or your uniform which you wear to your workplace and think like those people are gonna consider that. So it should be taken as simple as the way you dress normally. So you should take that into account, like you should just dress normally the way you dress and should not be something else which is complicated. Uniforms should not be worn. That's what I warn you about. You should not wear uniforms like your school uniform or your workplace uniform, where you work with the uniform which you wear to your workplace, or you are just a personnel, you are a police officer or somebody, and you want to wear that so that you take your photo. So that's prohibited, that's not allowed. So headphones, somebody might be like, you are wearing those headphones and you want to take those photos. And another wireless hands-free like a Bluetooth you are wearing on your ears, devices, similar items are not acceptable. So such devices like you want to wear some headphones, you want to wear your Bluetooth things and whatever, those ones are not allowed on that photo. It should be very strict. Eyeglasses. There are those people wear goggles or glasses. It doesn't matter like they are prescribed for you by a doctor or what, but they are no longer. That's what they are saying here. They are no longer allowed. If you are wearing sunglasses, they are no longer. Now they are not allowed in the visa photos, except in rare circumstances when the eyeglasses cannot be removed for medical reasons. You see, like you are wearing goggles, those you go around just wearing for fun. Those ones are not allowed on that photo. You should be natural, just remove those glasses, take a photo. Not unless they are prescribed by a doctor because of your medical conditions. Or cannot be removed for medical reasons. The applicants has recently had ocular surgery and eyeglasses are necessary to protect the applicant's eyes. So even if they are medically prescribed, like you wear them all the time when you are reading, by the time you are taking that photo, passport size photo of the DV lottery, you should be able to remove them. Not unless you have surgery has been done on your eyes most recently, and it's a must, like you should wear them to protect your eyes from harmful things. That's the only time when you will wear them. Otherwise, even if you wear them during your normal or your regular day in, day out work, you should remove them for the purpose of the DV lottery passport size photo. So that's it. So there are some sub-requirements here. If the eyeglasses are accepted for medical reasons, one, the frames of the eyeglasses must not cover the eyes. You see? The eye frames, those frames of the glasses should not cover your eyes. That's the sub-condition one for you to wear them. If at least you must have to take that photo with those glasses on. So sub-condition two, There must be there must not be glare or eyeglasses that obscures the eye. You see, like there must be no glare, like in a refracted, that thing refracts. So that's like it's when your photo is being taken, there should be no reflection back to the camera that will like obstruct your eyes to be seen. You see, if that's the case, you must have to wear those glasses. They must not obscure all the eye. Sub condition 3, there must not be shadows or reflection from the eyeglasses that obscures the eye. So when the photographer is taking that photograph, there must be no reflection to the camera that like a flash will reflect and your eyes will be obscured, not to be seen. So that's the only time when you will be allowed to wear. Otherwise, you should not wear those sunglasses or any glasses to the when you are going to take the photo of the DV rotary. If you normally wear earring, device or similar articles, they may be worn in your photo. So there are those people, maybe they don't hear well or something. So it's like those things which the devices which makes them to hear. Not unless they are worn every now and then, the things most of the times you find yourself wearing because you cannot do without them. Not unless and otherwise they are those things, you should not wear them to the photo or on the photo when you are taking that DV photo. So those are the requirements for you to take the photo. You should go to their website, the DV Rotary website, which is travel.state.gov, and check the requirements. They have a photo checker over there for you to check examples on how you are supposed to take a photo of the DV Rotary. So not unless and otherwise, you should remain as natural as you can when during and when your photo is being taken for the DV Rotary 2025. And people may ask, like, how about when you are taking a photo of your young ones or a toddler, a baby toddler? So that they are saying, like, when taking a photo of a young baby or a toddler, no other person, like you are holding the baby when he or she is being taken a photo of the DV Rotary, there has to be nobody on the photo. No person should appear there, and your child should be looking at the camera with his or her eyes open. Make sure when you are taking that photo of the young or the toddlers, nobody should appear on the photo and nobody should be there. And also make sure, like, when the photos are being taken, their eyes are open. So that's very important. Like you may be worried, like, how will you take a photo of a toddler well seated? There are tips which they do give, like you may put your toddler or your baby lying on her back or something, and then have the photo being taken from upwards down. So like you should be very, very careful when taking that photo. So your baby should be lying on her back or something, or on a bed or something, and have the photo taken. And you should, maybe you might take a seat and put your baby and put some supports and cover that seat with white, cover the seat with white sheet, and take a picture of your child or in a car and in a car seat. This also will ensure your head is supported. So make sure that head is supported properly and it's facing the camera and the eyes must be open. Or something, or if you do something, or there are so many ways a photographer can show you on how to take a photo of a toddler, provided there is a white background, a plain white background for that baby, and the head must be supported and the eyes must be open for the photo of the toddlers. So now, after taking the photos, now the next step which you need is to apply for the electronic diversity visa program 2025, because now we are applying for the DV 2025. So, and don't forget, when applying for the DV lottery, it's free. It's free. Not unless you are being charged the charges of somebody who is applying for you, maybe at the CYPA, or somebody who is applying for you. It depends on the agreement between you and the one who is applying for you, maybe at the CYPA Cave or something. So like here in Kenya, you go and apply at the CYPA, or you can even apply at yourself from the comfort of your home. If maybe you own a computer, a laptop or something, and it's connected to internet, it's only that you go to the website. And don't forget, there are so many deceiving websites which may tempt you, like they will apply for you and they are charging. That's not the case for the DV lottery. You should go and register yourself if you can. And if you know how to operate a computer, you just go and apply by yourself, or you go to a CYPA and tell the CYPA man to apply for you. So it's free, it's not chargeable. From the other side, you just go to the website of travel.state.gov, open the website and open the application where they apply. Go and there and click you want to apply for the DV 2025, and you start the process. So it's free, it's not chargeable for the first time. As we go further, we are gonna see on where you are required to pay. But for the application of the DV 2025, as long as you have attained the required credentials for you to apply, which is high school, and at least if you don't have a high school certificate, at least a training of 2 years at a certain field which you must have worked for, at least a working experience of 2 years. So that's the most the requirement. And you have the photos, which are 600 by 600 megapixels. You are good to go. You can either register yourself, or you pay a small fee of the CYPA for you to apply. Here in Kenya, they charge around $2. I think it's around $2 they charge for the application for the CYPA to help you to apply. That's like he's charging you for the internet and for the service. So it's around $2 they are asking. I went to inquire the other day, they are just asking like $2, which is 300 Kenyan shillings. So from here, where next? You just go open the internet, travel.state.gov, and apply for the DV lottery. Apply, maybe the woman might be the principal applicant. He applies, and then if she is married, he puts the husband as the beneficiary and the kids, and their photos will be attached. Write your full names, your family names, the kids' names, and the status, if you are married or you are not. So those are the requirements which are needed, and then you attach the photos of the photos which you must have taken for your family. If you have 2-3 kids, make sure their photos are there, and they must be have attained the standard which is required, which is 600 by 600. So make sure you go to the cyber or the photo studio and have your photos taken for you to apply. There are some places where they put some spaces for you to put photos for your kids and their names and the principal applicant. Also, you may be like you want to double your chances of winning the DV lottery, whereby a woman, in this case a mother or your wife, may want to apply as a principal applicant, and he puts you and the kids as a beneficiaries, and you also can apply as a principal applicant and then put your wife and the kids as beneficiaries. That's the only way I know that like you can double your chances of winning the DV lottery. But if you do like double registration, like you want to win, you may think like they cannot detect and you maybe want to apply twice the same person as the principal applicant. That one will be disqualified immediately with no further consideration. They cannot be like they will see mass on you and like they will just dispose the atoms and they review with one application. No, they will just disqualify everything. They will just disqualify you totally from that year, and that means you will not be eligible to win the DV lottery when the results are out. It's said that you put your wife as a principal applicant and you as a beneficiary and the kids, and again go ahead and register yourself as a principal applicant and then put them as beneficiaries. I think that one can work because that's not a double entry, because at first your wife was the principal applicant and the second one you are the principal applicants and others are beneficiaries. I think those are the only proven ways like you can double your chances of winning the DV lottery. On our next video, we are gonna tackle on like after the results are out, which are normally come out on May, and what are the procedures after you have won the DV lottery. Now you have been considered, like you have received that confirmation, like you have been considered for like for the next process of processing to win the green card. So it's not like once you have been notified, like you have been considered, it's not like it's automatic for you to have won a green card and you want to go on and carry your bags and travel to the United States. There are some processes which you are gonna look on our next video, like after you have been confirmed, like you have been considered for further processing. What are the requirements? What do you need to know? So I'm gonna ask you, like, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and we will learn more on what are the requirements after you have won, or after you have been considered, because that's a consideration, because it's not an automatic. You must have to go to through processes for you to win the green card. So consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and we're gonna learn ourselves on those steps which you will take after you have been considered for further processing. Also in this channel we do traveling, showing people around the world. That's why I thought, like, since this DV lottery is associated with traveling, I had to do this video, because also I received so many questions from my friends, like when is the green card, application is going to start. So consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and let's meet on our next video. Thank you and welcome.